Alright guys, what is going on? Insanity coming back at you today with another hardcore kill confirmed gameplay on the map Cargo. And I'm running around today with the M27 with target finder and grenade launcher attachments. And before you start judging me and calling me a YouTuber, a noob-tuber, wow. Pretty much, I hate using it. I only threw it on there to try and, mix up the gameplays I have a little bit. And I don't even think in this actual entire match I use it at all. I mean, I hope to use it in times where I see like a group of people in the same section, in which case I may try and take out, hopefully 2 to 3 at a time, maybe even get 4, or just by accident get, maybe a spawn kill with one and try and get a whole bunch. At that rate, I can try and get a bloodthirsty pretty quickly, but beyond that, it really doesn't, serve a purpose. I hate getting noob tubed, so I wouldn't want to put anyone else through that torture. Now that I've given you like a full minute rant on noob tubing or in one horrible instance a YouTube tubing, since I can't talk, pretty much what I got going on here is I'm coming to you guys for help. I want to go ahead and rebrand my channel. 1, I need a new logo. 2, I need a new intro. I'm all for, trying to keep the same idea of what I got going on. I'm not trying to change who I am, what I do, what I play, what I capture, things like that. I just want a new logo and I want to go ahead and get a new intro. And if you guys wanted to go ahead and be so kind, send me any ideas, any art, any intros that you may make or templates, I'd be most appreciative. I mean, I know what I'm doing with Cinema 4D. It's just I'm really crunched for time and I want to go ahead and try and get some really good intros, to try and get a whole bunch of different offerings to myself to see what I want to use and who's going to go ahead and help me out. And don't you worry, if you make something and I wind up picking yours, you're going to get credit where credit is due, and I'm more than happy to compensate you for your time. So keep that in mind. Now that I'm done talking about this whole rebranding and restructuring and what I want to do, let's go into phase number 2, and that's with this idea with this whole live streaming swarm giveaway idea that I had going on. And after a bunch of feedback, on what people want, what they want to see, how good of an idea it is, how great it is to try and get some viewers, to get some constant people to return back to my channel, things like that. I also got a little bit of negative feedback like, oh man, what if you get, 5 or 6 swarms in one live stream setting? That's really going to start hurting your pocketbook. So I'm going both ways on this based on what you guys want. I mean, of course you want really big items. Of course you want, the daily stuff like 800 Microsoft points, 1600 Microsoft points, some PlayStation Network Plus stuff, all kinds of stuff, game codes, and I want to make sure that I'm able to deliver, while also not destroying my own budget. So what I've decided to do, instead of making it for every single swarm that I get within a single setting, it's going to be if, hey, you're in the channel, I'm going to turn off the DVR settings so people can't rewind when I'm live streaming now. You're going to have a chance to, if you see a swarm, boom, comment on it, say what happened, what map it was on, what I was using, whatever it may be, to try and make it so I know that you were watching it when it happened, because that's what's really going to count the most. Second, if you're not a subscriber, if you're, just a regular person, you're kind of screwed there, because there's no point in trying to enter all this and keep coming back if you're not subscribing. I mean, what's the fun in that, right? Of course, depending on if you like the thing, I'm not really going for likes here. I mean, likes are great, but that's not what makes the content great. It's making sure that you share the stuff out, you Facebook it, you tweet it, all that stuff. I mean, I really appreciate everybody's help on that. But the main thing is if you see a swarm, you comment on it. If you're a subscriber, boom, that's it. You're entered. You're going to go ahead and get your opportunity to try and win whatever it may be that I'm giving away for that day. Now, if there's multiple swarms, if you comment on each of the swarms that I can see the timestamps are right around the time that it happened, then great. That's another entry for you. And that's really where I was going to go ahead and go with this, is instead of having multiple items that I'm going to be giving away during one session, it's going to be multiple entries per swarm for the item of the day, whatever it may be. And if I don't get a swarm, then oh well, it is what it is. We roll that item over to the next one, and maybe I could have 2 or 3 within one stream because I didn't make up for it that one time where I didn't have one. Now, let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you want to go ahead and see. If anyone wants to go ahead and give me any of the art ideas, intro ideas, whatever it may be, I'm open to anything. Now, let's go ahead and get into topic number 3. I'm trying to throw 3 things into this one video, in which case the third one has absolutely nothing to do with me, and it's got more or less everything to do with the Call of Duty community and how we're really left in the dark right now. This is kind of, I guess you could say, prime time, brewing time for Activision to start, teasing people, saying, hey, it's NBA playoffs time. You know what that usually means. We're going to go ahead and throw a trailer at you for the next Call of Duty during one of those games late at night and just blow up the scene and have pre-orders open the next day at GameStop, give you a poster, whatever it may be. And usually it happens in the really, really early May, late April. And with it being already at the end of April, where is Activision? Why are they so quiet? What are they doing? Where is the next-gen graphics? Battlefield 4 looks sick. Why is Activision so quiet? And I think that's where we're really going to be blown away. I mean, as we already know, the PS4 is, in full development. It's ready for a fall 2013 release. And retailers in the United States here can't pre-order yet, but they're ready for the day that the SKU can open so that the pre-orders are going to be flooded. I mean, I can see pre-orders stopping pretty quick for the high demand that there already is. Daily stores are getting phone calls, hey, can you pre-order yet? Can you pre-order yet? And this is where I think Activision's going to go, hey, you know what? Sure, Bungie's with us now, and Bungie made this exclusive deal with DLC and everything like that for the PlayStation people. But the Call of Duty players, the hardcore players, the esports people are all on Xbox from what it seems like. So what's going to happen? Oh, we're going to go ahead and renew our DLC agreement to try and make sure that Xbox is always going to be coming out on DLC on that system first. And that's going to continue and really piss off all the other gamers on all other consoles and PC. But that's just the way it's going to be. Now, when the next Xbox finally gets revealed, what is going to be one of the flagship titles to go ahead and take the stage? Call of Duty. Whatever the next Call of Duty is, whether it be, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, Call of Duty Ghost, or Ghost, whatever they're going to call it, it's going to take center stage at the next Xbox reveal to show full gameplay right from the start. And it's really going to showcase what everyone's been wanting to see from Call of Duty from the past few years, which is a whole engine overhaul with next generation graphics and textures, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. The whole esports thing, which came into play with Black Ops 2, is probably going to be totally revamped, and the codcasting feature is going to probably add 10 times more things, and who knows what they're going to add. Overall, I can see a huge improvement, and single-player cinematic moments being, doubled in size, maybe the environment actually becoming more of an open world type of game instead of it being much more of a linear experience. I mean, Call of Duty's been really good about giving the player the freedom of choice, especially in Black Ops 2, of where you want to go, taking different routes, but you've always had this end goal of where you wanted to go. And this is where the next Call of Duty has a great opportunity to try and steal the next generation of trying to keep that idea of, oh, here's 10 objectives, figure out which objectives you want to do, and hey, if you don't finish them all, no big deal. Go back through the mission another time, and you can wind up changing the story completely based off of branch storylines, similar to Black Ops 2, but in much greater detail. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. 2 AGRs, a swarm, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Come back for my live streams, enter to win some free stuff. I'm Insanity, and I am out of here.